Another expert to analyze that video we showed you at the top of the show from the police shooting of Keith Lamont Scott. Nationally renowned body language expert Blanca Cobb joins us now live via Skype, one of our favorite guests here. Thanks for joining us tonight, Blanca. How are you doing?
Thing.
Good, good. What have you analyzed from this video?
What you can really gather from this video is what you can hear more than what you can see, because we can hear the gunfire, but you cannot see the shooting. But the emotional journey of Keith's wife is what really spoke to me. You can hear that initially that she's calm, and then she tells him to come out of the car several times. She's pretty much begging him to do so. And then she goes on to say, Keith, don't do it. But what's curious about that is we don't know what she's talking about, nor can we see what she's referring to. But then you also hear this desperation in her voice. Keith, Keith, don't do it. Don't you do it. Again, we don't know what she's talking about. And then her voice gets more urgent. And it gets faster and sharper. And after the gunfire, then it's her limbic system, which is your emotional hub, just kind of kicks in. And what did she say? She goes, did you shoot him? Did you shoot him? And she says that repeatedly. And then you can hear the anger in his voice. He better not be dead. I mean, this emotional journey is what she takes you on that you can just hear. But the one thing that gives me pause is that Keith did not respond to the cop saying, put your gun down, nor did he respond to his wife when she was telling him, don't do it, or come out of the vehicle, come out of the car. And it makes me wonder what was going on for him at that moment. And we don't know because we can't see anything in the video.
All right. What are some other parts of this video that really kind of stand out to you, kind of speak to you, Blanca?
I wish we could have seen more of what was going on, but unfortunately we couldn't. But you could hear the police officer being very direct, saying put the gun down. And again, we don't know why he didn't respond. We just don't know. There's so many unanswered questions.
Okay, and you do know about the situation that he had a traumatic head.
Yes.
Yes,
his
okay.
wife did say that. I mean, she was very clear, and that was another part that she did say. What did she say? Let me look at my notes here. She said, he's not going to hurt you, something to that effect. He has a TBI,
right,
and he just took his medicine.
Okay, all right.
I mean, so she's very clear in what was going on for him at that time, and she did many times say, or one time she said he doesn't have a gun, and the way she said it was very exasperated, like, ugh, like he doesn't have a gun, and she elongated the word doesn't.
Right.
That was just giving sense of to her exasperation with the situation.
Okay. Now, a lot of children saw this video today. What do you think about that?
Children watching the video, I think this is unfortunately, that does happen with it being publicized everywhere. But here's the deal. This is a good time for parents to talk to their kids about police shootings, what could have been going on, but also be very truthful, because there's a lot of things we do not know what was happening in that video. But unfortunately, this is a harsh reality of life, that people will get shot by police. There's still a lot of unanswered questions. And this is a good time to really listen to your children, listen to what their fears are, to what their concerns are about police, what police can and can't do, what they should and shouldn't do, but also the responsibility, if the police are giving you a command, that you should listen to it. Again, this isn't about placing blame to what happened in the Charlotte situation, because there's a lot of questions we don't know. This is about educating your children about the law, about respecting police when you should.
Right. Well, that's nationally renowned body language expert Blanca Cobb. Blanca, I think we lost you. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back coming up in just a few minutes here on Bounce.